Professor Williams, always a pleasure. Welcome here.
Good evening, Judge.
So tell us, who makes more money, typically, CEOs or the top-of-the-line athletes and superstars in Hollywood, and yet who's being targeted by this ragtag group downtown?
Well, if you look at the Forbes celebrity list, it turns out that the top 10 celebrities, they earn an average of $100 million a year. The top 10 CEOs earn an average of $43 million a year. And so you might ask, well, how come the people who are stirring up the politics of envy and hatred towards the CEOs for all the money that they're making, and not turning against Oprah and other people who are making millions of dollars a year more than the CEOs? Well, I'll give you the reason.
Let's hear it.
That is, tyrants, they want to create envy and hatred towards the people whose operations they want to take over. That is, they want to take over the businesses in the United States, but they can't take over the Oprah show. They can't take over LeBron James and the basketball. So they can make the celebrities can make as much money as they want, but the people who they want direct hatred and envy towards, they're the people whose lives they want to take over, namely the companies of our country.
You wrote an interesting piece recently in which you addressed the issue of who really pays taxes. When this crowd downtown and their supporters in the Democratic Party and in the White House want to raise corporate taxes, do they have any idea who actually pays corporate taxes? Can you explain that for us, Professor Williams?
Well, I think that we have to recognize, and I think you recognize very well, that corporations are legal fictions, and as such, they don't pay taxes. Just as if you put a tax on a car, Virginia has a car tax, but do you think cars pay taxes? There's property taxes. Property doesn't pay taxes. Only people pay taxes. So if you impose a tax on a corporation, the corporation, if it's going to stay in business, it's going to do one of three things or some combination of them. They're going to raise the price of the product, so people pay the tax. They're going to lower dividends, again, people pay the tax. And they're going to lay off workers, again, people pay the tax. So corporations are not they don't pay taxes.
Right.
They collect taxes and send them to the government. So we should call corporations tax collectors.